Hello folks, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Legion. Let's get on with it. Now, there's something I was trying to talk about last time, but I didn't actually fully explain my point, my line of thought. I realized that afterwards I only said part of it. When I was saying I remember when I was leveling up Palnai, and we start off, and I keep calling him Mal'Ganis, but that's the wrong demon. Remember the Dreadlord that when we went to get the Ashbringer, he turned up, started mugging at us, tried to bind us to his will or something? Yeah, him. He turned up in the Retribution quest line. Then he turns up again multiple times throughout the Paladin Orderhole campaign. He was a constant presence. So I figured that the Holy and Protection side had their own version, where really Holy doesn't have too much of a hook to go with, beyond, freeing the guy of the curse. It doesn't really have much to go with there. But remember the Hunter guy, Modok the Hunter, or whatever he's called, him. I remember Tyr's Guard guy when he says we'll meet again. I figured they would have a hook with their thing. Whereas they leveled up, they would have Protection Paladin only quests to continue their storyline. They don't. In fact, barring the Ashbringer thing, us getting the sword, the rest was just default Orderhole campaign missions. The Hunter guy never turns up again. I don't know if Travart does. I didn't look him up. But yeah, it's those two stories kind of just end there as far as I can tell. Certainly there's probably the Empowered quest thing from 7.2, but the Empowered thing seems to be going by how it was with Ashbringer, a non sequitur. It's just this new storyline that's cropping up rather than a new storyline that's building off another thing. It turns out the God King had a daughter. I presume maybe it's the same for Protection and Holy. They have some new story cropping up, built off something else, or maybe it's a new thing altogether. I kind of doubt it's continuing what they had. I kind of hope it does, because if it's not continuing what they had, then nothing does. One sec. Sorry if you could hear that, I didn't mean to make that much noise. Just throat sore, needed to take a drink. So yeah, basically, what I was trying to say was I was expecting to find more quests later on that were, tied in with the other two artifacts. And I was expecting to, see story there. See the Hunter come back, maybe more of Travart. I was expecting maybe we go and try and free the guy from the curse. But none of that happens. You get the Silver Hand, then you go facing the same Dreadlord that the Retribution Paladins had that preamble for. While we've certainly seen him before in the game, there isn't the right... I know, I feel like it's missing something, like they kind of dropped the ball there. Like, for Retribution Paladins, it flows fine, but and maybe it's fine for Protection and Holy. It just, I feel a little disappointed that they didn't have, a continuation to those stories in some manner. The stories just, what you saw there is, as far as I can tell, the entirety of those stories. So I'm just kind of disappointed that there isn't more to it. Maybe it flows fine when you're leveling and whatnot, but the way I did it here, it just seems disappointingly short. I was hoping for more. So, yeah. If you've any opinions, any takes, please let me know. Of course, keep in mind, it's now the 1st of December. By the time this comes out, it will be sometime in 2018, like maybe March. So, keep that in mind. That basically, I'm more, I want your opinions. I'll comment on them in a video if something you say really sticks out or you make a good point or whatnot. I'll comment on it just fine, but just keep in mind that it won't be till the far future. Plus, it's always possible I'll be done the series by the time this comes out. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I looked that up and there's no more quests there. There's the empowered quests, remember the Mage Tower stuff, but that's it. There's no continuation to the artifact stuff. I was kind of thinking that's when we kept going after that Dreadlord, that was continuation to the Ashbringer thing. It's not, it's just the default campaign. So it's kind of disappointing, because I was hoping there's more to it, but well, there ain't. But anyway, before I keep repeating myself over and over again, let us move on. Okay, let's go do the Argosian Reach. I'm not sure how long I'll be playing this for. Wait. Also, they introduced a mechanic in like WoD where you could select a faction for well, sorry, no, it seems to be Pandaria. Regardless, they introduced a faction that you can flag as like you champion it basically. Instead of having to wear the tabard, you just flag this, and by flagging it, you get bonus XP when you run a dungeon. But that system no longer works. Why? Bloody hell if I know. But I guess it's so you can't be gaining rep running the modern stuff anymore. Well, gaining rep here by running this stuff. Christ, I'm only 930 rep off of finishing the Galaxy. Nice. I kind of figured maybe I should finish that off. Here, before I go and do anything else, let's go and just collect this and send people off on missions. Because there is now some gubbins. Some stuff actually worthwhile. Ooh, there's some elite ones. Champion's Trophy. That's tempting. Especially if I got that and then slapped it on one of the other weapons. That would give it a few levels, certainly. Especially considering I think it would give me at least one level right now. And you've seen how great it's like my thing to be level is 12 billion. So considering that they only require 300 right now for the first level, yeah, I think I'll get at least one level for them. Well, at least one. Okay. Bonus. Yes. Beautiful. Oh, fuck it. I can't say no. Let us see. Okay, basically, if I send people off on this mission, I don't think I'll be able to get them back until, well, sorry. If I send them off on that mission, I'm not sure if I'll be able to... Insignificant? If I send them off on that mission, I'm not sure if I'll be able to send anyone off on the other missions. Silverhand Adornment. Also, Silverhand. Actually, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Down here... Christ, you can't see the name for over here anymore. That's the remnants of the Scarlet Enclave. Down here is Tyr's Hand. Before you used to be able to see it, but that was like Tyr's Hand or Tyr's Landing. I think it might be Tyr's Landing. But I can't actually remember anymore. Here, let me look it up on my phone. Come on, my phone's just being a little slow. Tyr. Tyr's Landing. Or was it Tyr's... No, it was Tyr's hand. So, there's that. And then the silver hand. It just... I know, I feel like... Okay, there's this secret order called Tyr's Guard. Over here in Tyr's Fall. Over here, they just camped out. I'll go with this place becoming Tyr's Fall. And over here becomes known as Tyr's Hand, with a paladin sect in there called the Silver Hand. Which is the same name as the weapon. It's just like, it's just kind of like, oh, Christ. I guess maybe it was, I'm guessing whoever named the two places a tribute to the Watcher. Maybe they took the secret with them, but they just said, I like the name or whatever. Or maybe the whole Tyr thing is a bit of myth, passed down in general. Just the fact he died over here is the secret. I'm not sure, but it just seems a little on the nose, shall we say. Let's go with that. But I just got a Silver Hand Adornment, which increases success chance of missions by 20% when accompanied by Silver Hand Knights or Templar. And I do believe there's someone on my faction, on my side, that I do want to give that to. I'm sorry, my order hall. Who was that? I think it was you, Boros. Yes, Boros needs that. He already is the Libram of Enlightenment. I will replace his well-worn stone and give him this. I would have put it there, but he's a bit away. He's a fair bit away. So now he's much better. Could actually make Boros... Wait, Boros can be a bodyguard. Seriously? He's a tanky one, though. Can I be honest, I never actually noticed his shield. And they just suddenly... It's glitching into his fucking thing. I feel like they just added that in later on. Ugh. This looks weird. Also, we never really found out much about Oraxian. He's just kind of there. Ugh. Anyway, bitching. Vile Fiend Spine Whip. Nice. Ooh, no one to deal with the second consecration.
The hand of Argus stands with you. The hand of Argus stands with you.
And you have to deal with it in order.
The hand of Argus stands with you.
Alright. As in, like, say if there's two buffs in a row, you can't just say move him over there to counter this one. Nah. It starts with this one, then that one. Do I want to do that one? I don't care for Nether Shard. It's these two that I care about. Because that's 15.1. That could actually give me a straight level up. For a moment I swear that number moved. Seeing things. Okay. Go.
I am the blade of the light.
I don't have enough materials. You bastard. Fine. I'll be back in a bit and deal with it. Satchel of Lucidity. Reduces mission duration by 25%. Let us... Well, firstly, let's get this. I know I'm spending more of that. I can go buy some more in the capital.
Nothing can hide from the light.
Let's get you. There. I'll deal with that other mission in when everyone comes back. Well, everyone barred from the first mission. Like, you know, the ones I send off in the later on ones, I can deal with, send them off in the big 6-day one when they come back. A new trait is available to Netherlight Crucible. Fantastic. We'll deal with that in a bit. Let us switch specs. Also, there's some hidden transmogs that you apparently get from killing enemies, or like a particular enemy. Also, apparently with this we get a Librum of some sort. That's what one of the wikis was saying. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Ah, the Librum is just an icon thing. All right. Yeah, I was thinking it's a two-handed weapon. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, there's the Librum. Well, firstly, I normally wouldn't do this, but I really want to see this just pop up. Firstly, da. Just watch it rapidly rising. Just watch. Come on. Don't tell me I bloody well wasted it. No, I didn't. It's just I kind of figured it's to keep going. Oh God. What? Okay. I don't think I have enough to earn that many traits. Okay, I've just found a bug. I'm going to have to go report this, because that's... Okay, these are actually going up. Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. If only it was always like this. I'm having some fun here. It feels like I'm playing Cookie Clicker. I'm not even sure what I'm even reading, but I'm pressing it, damn it. Christ, I'm nearly at the empowered level. Okay, so this just feels dirty. This is how it's working, right? When I started off, I assumed it was a glitch, or a bug, but now I'm still wondering. I assumed if it was a glitch or whatever, I would have hashed it out by now. Getting ahead of yourself there, game. Wait, I can already get this? I figured I'd have had to empower it by now. Maybe all of them are already empowered? You know, I'm gonna go through these at some stage and actually read all of it. I wouldn't see this finally caught up. Can I be honest? I still feel like something's after going wrong. I've once spent time. Oh yeah, I actually never fully spec'd this thing out. I only did that for protection. It just, when I did it for Retribution, I did it the whole way up. Here I just popped a single thing and I'm instantly there. It just feels like maybe, like it may have worked out the same way, but part of me is worried like, the game didn't just break there, did it? Then again, you know what, I'm assuming that if there was such a grievous issue, a grievous bug, that it would have been hashed out by now. I feel that's a fair assumption.